Greetings. I am Shamika, and my major is Computer Information Systems. And here with me is my partner Sharif, who is majoring in Computer Engineering Technology. Our presentation will be on the Universal Code of Ethics for Engineering.
Engineering has been a part of this world for as long as we can remember. Whether it was the pyramids of Egypt or the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco, we must not forget the work that was done by all the engineers across the globe. For starters, we can tell you that the project we are currently doing is no walk in the park, but eventually it will be seen one day by some of the most profound people in the world, and can honestly say at this moment in time that it will be a success. But for others, we need to understand that engineering is not just about building projects, but it's also about connecting with others, and that we have a responsibility to society, which also means you must respect one another and dwell into their skills and also have trust with one another. These certain qualities are not in any individual, but they definitely reflect against those that are engineers.
When presented in a professional environment, one must understand that they should not jeopardize their relationship with their coworkers nor their clients. The code of ethics we like to affiliate with our clients is that we do not want to present any conflict of interest. This has an array of different types. One may be when someone has an intimate relationship with their partner. They could potentially jeopardize their relationship with the company where they are currently employed. As far as their colleagues, we must understand that if we were to get into a conflict, it must be resolved professionally. This includes no physical fighting and ensuring the transaction with others is safe. It is not in self-interest, but with mutual agreement, and this must be designated with numerous of clients as well as the organization itself.
Honesty. This is the next element of the code of ethics that really attracts me, because many people in this world, let's face it, everyone in this world lies. But when we are in a professional environment like engineering, we must trust one another, because without trust, how will we ever accomplish any success? Honesty is by far the best policy, cliché as it might seem. One must be righteous in the decisions they make, because the communication between others is important. If the communication between others is false, or if one were to lie, and the other were to lie, what will we have achieved? Absolutely nothing. Or you might have created something chaotic. Ha ha ha, right, funny. But cooperating with others and being honest with one another will only lead to progress and success.
What is race? Really, what is race? We have to contemplate about this question. You might think that race is a color, a gender, or even a religion. But no, the only race that we have in this world is called humanity. We are the human race, and we must understand that. So it is important not to judge people of color. It is important not to judge people that believe in a certain religion. And it is definitely most important not to judge somebody based on their sex. Because we have seen it. Most people in this world that have progressed and succeeded, invented and innovated, were African American, were women, were Asian American, were Native American. I could go on for days describing the types of progress that were listed between all these demographics. In other words, prejudice will not be tolerated in this field, and neither will discrimination. It is intolerable at all times, and if it were to be presented at any time, it will be taken under serious consideration and must be adhered to at every minute.
The purpose of life is so you can live the most comfortable life, the happiest life, and the most prosperous life. The only plausible way to do that is to work. And what is the reason that we work? Money. We can't sit here and deny the fact that the reason we work is for something intangible like love. We have to understand that the reason we work is for money, and that's what drives us. However, we must also understand that bribery plays a big role in this professional field, as well as any other professional field. But bribery should not be accepted in this organization. Intellectual property and credit for others' work must be adhered to at all times as well. Taking credit for one another and claiming it as yours is essentially bribery, or what you would call a kickback. Taking money from someone in exchange for doing them a service? Unacceptable. And to understand that money also drives success, we must obtain it legitimately without taking any shortcuts.
Professionalism is a very broad term, but this is the next code of ethics we like to focus on. Some people don't understand what it means to be professional. In some instances, we may consider professionalism to be going to work on time, showing up 15 minutes early, shaving, keeping your face clean, washing your hair, taking a shower, and dressing up properly. Whatever the case may be, each field has its own code of ethics and professionalism. For engineering, it is most important that we must stay consistent. Consistency is the number one reason for being professional in this field, because after all, a lot of engineers need to know mathematics. And with mathematics comes practice, and with practice comes commitment, and with commitment comes consistency. With having all of these elements combined, we are able to understand the term of professionalism in more deliberate manner.
Working as a teammate in Chick-fil-A really helped me oversee professional things in this field as an engineer. Over the course of my management and employment, I've begun to understand that there are three things about assistance and teamwork that are very important. The first being is sacrifice. In order to achieve progress, we have to sacrifice our time, we have to sacrifice our emotions, and we have to sacrifice our love for one another in order to gain that progress. And if you want to sacrifice, you have to also understand that communication plays a big role in this field. How will we ever progress without communication? We have to understand that communication is probably the most important out of this three-tiered system of teamwork. And most importantly, even beyond communication, we have to specialize. Each person has something special about them, and we must enhance those specialties and always progress as a team.
We appreciate you all for viewing and participating in our presentation. We hope you found it useful. Should you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you. Sharif and Shamika.